Yes, so my people, hey, if you see wetin Mr. Macaroni tell Mr. Jellof, that whether na Mr. Jellof he call, he said that one he dey jump from APC, dey just dey find politician wey go give am money. If you see wetin Mr. Macaroni tell am, for him life, if he wan talk for public, he go reason before he talk. Two of them jam for inside the same studio, then jam for the same interview, for na Shehu interview them. Make na hear the way wey Mr. Macaroni take educate am. He educate am, come tell am say make he carry the educator go educate him people too. He teach am. That is man, I no use my mouth talk am. Make I watch the video. Help me share am. Help me share am. Make e reach all him family and all him friends dem. Make dem see am. Help me share the video.
A lot of youth know what is happening. A lot of youth know how politics is being run. I can tell you for free, those youths that are shouting, whoever, I'm obedient. Let me use the word. You're saying I'm obedient. Can you deliver your polling unit? A lot of them just have this mentality that if you are supporting APC or PDP, they just get you this Ghana must go and just say, take money and go and live your life. I can tell you for free, when I was in APC or PDP, I was developing myself and I sponsored myself. So now in PDP, I'm still sponsoring myself. As I'm talking to you, the moment I leave here, we have a campaign office organized by the youth here in Abuja. We have a program going on there as we speak.
So money is not flowing like people think.
Money is not flowing.
What happened? This is an election period.
No, see, when you are outside, you always have this mentality of this is how it's been run. But when you are inside, it's a different ball game. We are trying to improve ourselves when it comes to politics. We are trying to build our structure when it comes to politics. We don't play to gallery on social media.
So you say that the obedience, the way you described it,
they are moving with vibe. They are not moving with the political structure.
The reality on the
yes,
ground.
They are not realists.
So let's get it right.
Everybody is angry in Nigeria.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I can use the word, the suffering in Nigeria na general market. The way it touched the rich, that's so it touched the poor. The way it touched the rich, that's so it touched the poor. Everybody is angry, but how can you get it right? If I'm working with this person, how can my voice be heard when it becomes the leader of the country? Not just winning an election. How can we get this done?
So you think Atiku other than Peter Obi or Tinubu will get it done?
Nobody wants to fail. I'm not saying if Peter Obi becomes the president, he will fail. My dream is to make sure anybody that becomes the president get the job done. And the most competent hand as we speak is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He's the only person that can get the job done. There's a covenant. I think he's the only one that have a covenant with his signature on it. This is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to get it done. It's there for your consumption to use.
Okay. So, because I wanted you to clarify something. You said the obedience are moving with the vibe.
Yes.
But they are not on the ground.
Yes.
In reality, you think the vibe will not amount to votes?
Most of these youth that we're talking about, we have about 33 million users on social media. Majority of them are no longer in this country. Some of them that went to engage in having their PVC, they didn't collect it. A lot of them, they've not collected their PVC. And some of them that have collected their PVC, they might go home on Friday, rest a little bit, go out clubbing, and before they wake up on Saturday, election is over. But I can tell you that 40% of the people voting are illiterate. They don't know what social media is all about.
First, to my dear brother, Mr. Jellof, he said money isn't flowing like that in the parties. I don't know, maybe money is not flowing within the party for some of them, but not only your own party. Make I don't even see, throughout this discussion, I'm trying very hard not to mention names, not to name call political parties and what have you. But we know the kind calls where we dey receive, and we know the kind offers where we dey get, where we dey say no to, because we strongly believe that election is about deciding the future of the country. Hear me. Things don't bad. It don't bad. Go. So if at all we are going to salvage whatever is left of the nation, we must put aside our own selfish interests, our own greed, and look at what is before us and say, okay, it be like, say, now this person go fit do the work. Mr. Jellof has said this is his own candidate, which is very fine. And he strongly believes that it is that his candidate that can do the work. What I think is not too nice is trying to bank on the fact that some people have jackpot, or that some people will collect PVC, they will sleep, they will go to club and sleep, and they will not be able to vote. That won't cut it. That won't cut it for people who want to vote. And we need to get it right, because we must stop this idea that only a select people will go out to vote. That, maybe now only illiterates go, now only them one vote. I said something last week. I said, now everybody in the grassroots, because as things there now, I don't get cash. Even not only physical cash, money for account self, not there. But people go say, macaroni na celebrity, now money talk everywhere. Everybody they fill up. So we must get to the point where we will begin to say, look, this thing is for the growth of the country, not just because we believe, say, now our party must do it. We must move beyond that. Now, I want to quickly ask Mr. Tolu one question. I was calling your attention, and I just wanted Mr. Tolu to help me answer one or two questions. Because he mentioned that his party, when they were talking about security and some things that his party has done, and of course we cannot take away the fact that he is an active member of the government. We cannot take that away in this conversation. And if we are having discussions like this, these are things we must touch. In a letter that Tolu wrote to GEJ, that's former President Goodluck Jonathan. Tolu said, my point is, I doubt that Nigerians and their news media are singling you out for ill treatment. That's to GEJ. It's not about you being a certain president or a Christian or an German. It's far more likely to be about the action and inaction of your government. Those are Tolu's words. That the result of what the media is reporting about former President Goodluck Jonathan when he was president are as a result of his actions and inactions as president of the country. He further went ahead to say, Mr. President, step out of the trenches. Your battle is not against the media or ordinary Nigerians who want to express their frustrations and disappointments. I suspect that your battle is instead with many of those characters who surround you, claiming to be friends and loyalists, but who imprison you within a dangerous bubble and delight in misleading you for their own selfish ends. Could we say, with Tolu's defense, just with the little he has said in this our meeting, could we say that in this defense, Tolu is one of those that is imprisoning this current administration in that bubble? Because we now look like the bad ones. We that are saying, we know they. money no day, insecurity, that one. We that are speaking up, we now feel it now looks like we are the noisemakers, which Tolu himself referred himself to be at that time, that don't see me as if I do not like you or I hate you. I am just speaking out my mind. Now, finally, wait, one second.
You have called. You have.
One second. Let me just finish. Now, Tolu also rightly said. He rightly said that there are 3 leading presidential candidates. So, well, if I think that's the popular belief. There might be some that are more popular. We do not know, but to him, the APC candidates, the PDP candidates, and the Labour Party candidates are the leading presidential candidates. And we have all said it is right to vote for whoever it is that we want to vote for. And he has said that in his own opinion, he believes that his own candidate will do the job excellently well. In some years back, I want to read this from my brother Tolu. He said, I'm busy writing a new constitution for Nigeria. Henceforth, all Sikh presidents must stay home and receive native treatment, no more abroad. I just want to ask one question. All of those 3 in those 3 presidential candidates that Tolu believes that there are 3 leading presidential candidates, does it believe that all 3, if any of them becomes president, is medically, physically, mentally, psychologically fit to be president of Nigeria?
Okay.